Okay, and welcome to the market wrap for Tuesday. It was a bit of a disaster day for me, trading the markets. If I'd stuck to my plan, which if you looked at yesterday's video, was to close position that I had at a particular level. I had a limit order in place. It ran right up to where I was expecting it to, a little bit beyond, and then absolutely dumped. But that shouldn't have mattered because I had my stop order in place and my limit order in place. And yeah, everything should have been great. So I bought around here and had a limit order to sell around 11,470, the previous day's high, this high here. And it would have closed my position. I would have ended up nicely in profit. And that's what should have happened. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. In fact, I bailed on the trade before it reached the high after a pullback, which is exactly why I set up this YouTube channel to stop me doing things like these, because it's supposed to hold me accountable. And then when it sort of broke through the highs, I thought, right, that's it. It was, this was all a bit of a bear trap. There was bullish divergence. We're off to the races. We're going to rally right up to 12,000 or so. So I flipped long, and then the market dumped, and I didn't have a stop in a sensible place, and I ended up losing all the money that we made on Monday and a little bit more, and now the account's actually a little bit down. But not to worry, shake it off. Today's another day. Learn from your mistakes. So what's the situation now? Well, it looks like the S&P 500 has broken through those June lows. So that's pretty bearish for the market. Only issue is we do have bullish divergence on both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So this is the Nasdaq. You can see here, lower low in prices, higher low in momentum, at least on the RSI. And the same thing applies on the S&P 500. So if you look at the S&P 500 here, we've got a similar sort of thing going on. There's bullish divergence. That being said, the S&P 500 is now definitely below its June lows. So there, its June lows. It's sort of gone below that. It recovered it during trading hours yesterday, and then it's gapped down a little bit overnight. The lows are about 36.39, and we're now 36.28.50. So it looks like it's going to gap down, trapping all those long positions from the night before. I mentioned it in my video yesterday that sometimes they like to do this. They like to gap down and trap all the longs. I'm a little bit wary of what's going on here because it could be a bit of a bear trap. These bullish divergences sort of indicate that perhaps we're actually going to break out into a rally, and we haven't yet broken through the lows on the Nasdaq. The lows of the Nasdaq, the June lows on the Nasdaq, are around 11,050. But nonetheless, I have flipped short and put a stop loss up here around 11,550, just so that it can sort of rally up to those highs from yesterday and not get stopped out. If we get up there, I suspect we're going to rally right up to probably this kind of level, 11,700. So maybe my stop's actually a little bit too generous. Maybe I should bring that down. Any kind of break of this trend line here. This trend line did hold, actually. I sort of drew it in yesterday. I said I didn't have much weight in it. Well, now we have 3 connections with that trend line. So maybe the appropriate place is more here, 11,350, 11,400. If we break through that, maybe we're going higher. But one thing I'm not going today is interfere with my trade like I did yesterday. And so, if I get stopped out on a bigger move, that's fine. I will, however, due to the sort of small size of my account, have to make my trading position smaller if today's another loss, but we'll just see how that goes. Okay, thanks everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow, let you know how that goes.